At the end of part 9, I had just started to sand those rings, and I'd done the first 3, and the other 36, they went through really fast. I didn't even think about videoing it. I should have, to show you how fast it went. It was well under an hour, and boy do I ever love that drum sander. So anyway, now it's time to glue up 3 of those rings and a base. And it takes about 5 minutes or maybe a little less to do one, so I'll just speed it up here. You know, I don't want it to sound like I'm putting down those professional YouTube videos that you see done in squeaky clean studio workshops. They don't have a ceiling. Hey, don't laugh. This system actually works because I have a ceiling. There's a good pressure there. You can see the glue squeezing out. Well, there's one glued up. Now just 11 more to go, plus the test bowl. Now there's something I want you to see here before I shove this machine back out of the way. Do you notice how the sanding belts here, they don't seem to be any worse off now than before I started turning or sanding down those, what was it, 39 rings? Anyway, I think it's probably because I let that Titebond glue cure and get perfectly dry. Over here, this is ordinary carpenter's glue, and I think that's why. I think it's because I let it dry thoroughly, and I think possibly there is a different chemical composition in the Titebond glue than ordinary carpenter's glue. That's my theory anyway. You can take it for what it's worth. These rings have set overnight now. There's no danger of them coming apart now, even though some of the glue isn't quite dry. Now you can see where the glue is really thick that it's not perfectly dry yet. However, where the joints are, it is set enough that it's going to hold these rings together. I just won't put any stress on them for a while. I won't be turning them down probably for about 2 or 3 weeks anyway, because I want to do all the rings first and do everything in a mass production type process. Be a lot faster. I've sanded out the special bowl once again with fine grit sandpaper, and while these pieces here, the glue is drying, I wanted to give it at least one more coat, especially on the inside. And when I opened my can of Varathane, this is what I found. Well, here's all 12 of the Christmas candy bowls. I guess you'd call these the blanks. And while I'm waiting for those discs for the Christmas cake platter to dry so I can run them through the disc sander, now is a good time to fasten these things into the lathe and start turning them down. Now this was the last one that I glued up. So this will be the last one that I put in the lathe. Now the reason I'm marking the bevel here with the felt marker is because I just want to make sure that the angle hasn't changed since the last time I sharpened this tool. If it's changed, the marks from the felt marker won't grind away evenly. But as you can see, they did, so everything's okay, just the way it was. I know it looks a little rough there, but sandpaper will clean that up really nice. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but you'll see that it's kind of grooved in such a way so that when I grab it with the other chuck, it'll be able to hold on a little better. That is when I turn the bowl around. So that when I can get at this part here and the inside, it'll be a lot easier to hold on to. So that's why it's kind of grooved like this. But now I have to sort of concave the bottom of the bowl so that it doesn't rock when it's sitting on a flat table or something. Well, there, now we just do it all again.